For 250 years, Americans have answered the call to serve.
And tonight we continue our Red, White, and You series, and we meet a third-generation soldier who survived 3 missions overseas, but fell in love with an Arkansas girl and found a new mission.
Karen Fuller shows us how he's helping patients at a local orthopedic clinic.
So we could call on occasion as long as we weren't on blackout.
Taking a break from his work at the UAMS Ortho Now Urgent Care Clinic, 54-year-old Damon Graham looks like a typical ortho tech, but many years before the t-shirt and scrubs.
I was young, I was adventurous, I was always wanting to challenge myself.
Came the uniform and a very long family tradition of service.
Both my grandfathers served in the Army during World War II, in the Korean War. My father enlisted in the Air Force when he was younger, and my uncle was a Silver Star recipient during Vietnam.
Damon chose to join the Army. After basic training came 16 weeks of medical specialty. But why orthopedics?
As a child, I was always fracturing bones. I was always falling down, getting hurt somehow, breaking bones. So it seemed like I had an affinity for orthopedics.
Damon's first deployment overseas took him to Bosnia-Herzegovina for a mostly peacekeeping mission lasting roughly 5 months. By then, his job changed from orthopedics and a process called reclassification.
I came up needing to reclassify, so I reclassified to be an 88 Mike, which is a motor transport operator.
Eventually, he was called to assist other troops on a second tour, this one to Iraq. Being a motor transport operator put Damon at the wheel of the very tanks that Iraqi insurgents were targeting with buried IEDs. Every convoy brought a new set of risks. Every mission, a new prayer to get everyone home safely. Damon felt the weight of the responsibility.
It's a little scary at first. I think everybody in the command had nervous because they didn't know what to expect or what's going on.
In Iraq, Damon and his squad leader, Stephen Tudor, became fast friends. But one afternoon, only hours after Damon and his platoon had driven away from a compound, word spread that a mortar attack had hit the compound, killing Stephen, who'd been camouflaging a Humvee. It's a dark moment Damon carries with him even now.
It's difficult. I live every day. And it brings me back to that. Anytime I hear about a soldier's life being taken, it brings me right back to pretty much that moment.
Damon delivered Stephen's eulogy in a makeshift memorial ceremony in the Iraqi desert. As part of the memorial, a roll call of the platoon is held. Each member's name announced, they answer until Stephen.
And that's probably the hardest part. Call off his name 3 times, and then it's emotional.
Back at the break room patio, Damon pulls out his phone to play a song with lyrics he says remind him of Stephen and all other soldiers, why they're fighting, and how much they love their country.
It was like the song that we would play when all the troops were together before we leave. And I proudly stand up next to you, and defenders still today.
After 3 tours overseas, Damon followed his Arkansas-born wife back to her home state where, believe it or not, a fractured toe led him to the VA hospital, where a doctor from Ortho Now happened to be on duty and was looking to hire an orthopedic tech.
I just feel like I did full circle, and I'm doing what I love to do. And I'm thankful for UAMS giving me this opportunity to do what I love doing every day.